stretch or whatever, and he goes around to his left, and he goes, Junior, don't move. There's 2 turkeys with heads redder than a dick of a dog. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm 12, you know, he was pumped up, you know. So I'm like, oh shit, all right, don't move, you know, and you get your eyes like, you think they're going to stick in the side of your head because you don't want to move, but you don't want to move your head or whatever.
Yeah.
I actually got here and we found like 4 bottles in there that had like this much in it. So I'm like, oh, project.
Put them all together.
And how did you make out?
I was like, I'll finish that one first. I put them in a row. And shoot in order.
And did you?
Well, I've been here since Thursday.
Oh, okay. Did you? Oh,
You're on a bender.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to open this one until the podcast, so perfect timing.
That one got like one of
Thank
the corks.
Yep. Got a cork. Got a cork makes it fancy. I believe we are recording, and the cameras are on, and we're going. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's happening? Just back at camp here. How you doing?
good, my friend.
Got another guest today, Louie. Louie is a member here at Downwind Properties Camp.
Yes, sir.
Hunting camp, and we've been hunting way longer than since we've had this camp. And Louie's here to talk a little turkey hunting because actually before we've turkey hunted.
Yep.
But before I met you, started hunting with you, you were like a savage turkey hunter. You hunted like all the time. I heard the stories. And we, like I said, we hunted a few times, but I never hunted with you back in the day when you were like going hard at it all the time.
Yeah.
And, I'd love to start off with how you got into it and what you did. I know you did some outfitting and guiding and all kinds of competitions too, right?
Oh, yeah. So the hiatus was starting back in 1982. 1982, 6th, 7th grade, middle school. Back then, in the early 80s, turkey and turkey hunting just really started off being more and more popular. But the problem was that just like anything else that's new, it took a while for everybody in the hunting community and also this region to know to actually how to hunt turkeys, how to be proficient.
Well, wasn't there a long period of time where like turkey were, I don't know the timeline, but I know like the National Wildlife Turkey Federation and stuff, wasn't there a period of time when like turkey were very scarce in New York?
That's an excellent question. Absolutely. So where our camp, when we did hunt down in Lincoln, that was one of our camps that we all hunted at, and we
That's
all hunted and also had too many good times down there. So in that area, Quaker Basin, that's where they first started trapping. And a guy by the name of Jim Fremberg, Leighton Bookout, a couple of the people that you guys have met. You guys never met Leighton Bookout, God rest his soul. Those guys basically helped the National Wild Turkey Federation trap those turkeys, take those turkeys, move those turkeys in and out of Quaker Basin. So not only was it them bringing the turkeys in, but the population started off so well.
Oh shit! So they were part of that. I didn't know that.
Yep. And then what happened with the Federation was a lot of things where we could probably spend a whole week debating that. And what was happening is you had all these chapters getting bigger and bigger because turkey and turkey hunting kept on getting bigger and bigger too, meaning more call manufacturers were coming online. But what was happening too is that with the Federation was that they would take the money and they would put it to North Carolina. They wouldn't save it for Truxton. They wouldn't save it for Jamesville. They would take proceeds anywhere up to 80% and give the National Wild Turkey Federation in North Carolina the money.
So the work that was being done in New York was being spread out to other states?
Absolutely.
Now,
yes.
how was that decided? Do you know?
So that's decided.
Why would they decide, no, North Carolina deserves more turkey than New York?
So that's a great
Just
question.
less hunters?
No, it had to do with, the management of the National Wild Turkey Federation. That was back in the day, Rob Keck. I forgot who else.
The president was from North Carolina.
Yeah, exactly, and their whole foundation. But, so that's a really good question because that leads us into what was called the American Wild Turkey Society. So I know I'm jumping ahead on here, but
I like wild turkey.
Yeah, you do. I know
It's whiskey.
I know he does. So with the American Wild Turkey Society, that was brought about, that was like 88, 89 that started, a guy by the name of Mike Pinger. I was a part of that.
I got to mention real quick that it is May here in New York, which means it's turkey season.
Yes.
And camp is full of members.
Yes.
Members are here, so if you hear any banging around or shots going off out there.
They're just running each other over out there in
Well,
the driveway. And He's probably under Dad's tires.
We got guns on the shelves and all. Yep.
Good to go.
I don't think we're heard a gun. I think it was the beer cans that were actually hitting
Bouncing
the
off the cans
Yeah,
out there.
Yeah, we got the metal can bin.
Actually, Brad made a good shot, so.
And
3 points for him. That's probably like 128 for today.
And let's be honest, Nemeti didn't bring a gun.
No. I ain't bringing a gun. I ain't going hunting. I slept until 7:30. It was glorious. What the hell does that mean?
He did say that. It was glorious.
Glorious. What are you doing?
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
So
you're
Wild
fine.
Turkey
Yes.
Federation Society.
Yep, American Wild Turkey Society. So that started off in 89. And the thing with that is any of the chapters that did develop off of that, all of the proceeds stayed at the chapter. They didn't go to the Federation or the society itself.
National Wildlife Turkey Federation.
National Wild Turkey Federation.
Which I'm familiar with.
Yep.
I believe I'm a member.
Yep.
And then there's a different?
Yeah, there was American Wild Turkey
Not
Society.
around anymore.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Mike ran it, and I think that lasted until 2000, 2010, something like that. Okay. So he had a good stretch. But so I know we're leapfrogging around, but
that's what we do.
Yeah, but back in '82, the thing that really how I really wanted to get into turkey hunting is because nobody did it, but also why are we down? Why is the whole crew down here hunting? You love to hear that good gobble through the woods. You love the chase.
It's the best.
Yeah, it's great. It's like grunting to a buck and the buck comes up, and it's the calling too.
But the buck comes in quiet.
And
there's nothing better than hearing that gobble light up the woods, and you're like, "Here we go!"
And then
communication,
the gobble hammers out.
Then it gets farther away, and then it gets farther.
Or
I know. Can I turn this down and make it go farther and farther?
Yeah, well, he's on the other property now.
Across the road.
Or you're hearing it, and it's like you got your gun up, and you're ready to take that safety off, and it's like, where is he? Where is he? And it's like you think it's there at 20 yards, and you're like, that bird's it's like at 80 yards, and the gobble just goes through you, and then you
guarantee it's 5 feet.
You guarantee it,
right
And then all of a sudden you hear, and it's like,
and
oh my God,
can't see him,
and you still can't see him. We had
that time we were up on where were we up behind the horse barns?
Oh, and yep,
in Nedrow, right?
Yep.
And
on boarded our horse, and
I swear we sat there calling those turkey for an hour, and they were just over that little mountain.
They wouldn't break.
They would not come in. I was like, and there must have been 3 times gobbling.
Yeah,
loud.
There can't be that many hens to make it.
They were so worked up.
Just one.
So worked up. Well, like the one on not Joe Road.
Yeah, we were up on Joe. Yep.
Was it Joe Road?
Yes,
when
sir.
we just jumped into the woods there, and it was down the hill, and yeah, that's crazy. You hear them gobbling, and every time you call, they're just like, "Hell yeah, let's go!"
Oh, yeah, hammering back. I mean, you can just.
And they never come.
Conversation with them, and
Never
they're
come.
just like, no.
So reverting back to the hunt that Travis and I went on up on Joe Road is that like back in the 80s, this is what my father and I, God rest his soul, we used to jump in the truck and stop, call, and like 2 or 3 birds hammering out there, and we go out and we'd work them. Kyler Hill, Peace Hill.
I've been on those road trips.
Yeah, and I mean that, well, the one day, remember, I mean, Jeepers Creepers, we had to do 45, 60 miles.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Easy.
Just creeping too.
Just creeping along, trying to find the birds, you know, and then we hopped, I get out of the truck, I just make a call, and boom, there they are, and Travis and I set up, and I'm like, I'm just waiting to hear Travis's safety come off. And you think the birds are so there. So it's just the excitement, you know.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's
Covered
great.
a lot of ground out there in Kyler Hill.
Oh yeah, and you know that's the whole other thing. Unlike deer hunting, we you guys awesome at it. Can't say enough about you guys as hunters, and you guys know we're sitting there in the woods, and it's like, okay, do you think tonight's going to be my night? But in turkey hunting, you give a call, nothing, let's go. Give a call, hey, nothing, let's go.
Yeah,
And until you find like. That was hunting in the 80s, I can tell you. And one of the things that I'm seeing now is that state land, there was when you hunt state land, especially, there was an editor in Pennsylvania. I never forget this. It was out of Pennsylvania Game News. That's how old this story was please don't gobble. Back in Pennsylvania, back then.
That was the name of the article?
That was the name of the article. And back in the 80s, it was like, and I'm like, what do you mean by that? I want to hear the bird. I want to work the bird. Are you kidding me? Well, Pennsylvania had like, 1.5 million turkey hunters, compared to us.
Oh, and that's right. And they were saying it wasn't safe, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, weren't hunters actually gobbling? And because I've never done that. I've always just hen call.
Absolutely, yes.
So hunters would gobble, and then like other hunters would try to hunt them down.
Yep. It got to the.
Do people still do that? Do people still gobble?
Oh yeah.
Oh, they reap them. They get behind the fan and.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
But I've never heard anybody say, "Oh, I use a gobble call."
Oh yeah. So. Back in the day, Quaker Boy used to make the one, it was like a radiator hose where he used to shake it. There's a good number of shaker calls out there now, but...
Quaker Boy, aren't they local?
They are. They're out of Buffalo.
Okay.
Yeah, Buffalo,
local
I think.
As in New York.
Yeah, Dick Kirby, God rest his soul. So, that's a really good question, too. I got to tell you. You're on a really good answer. So, the reason, I'll be very honest with you. So, the reason why my career with the turkey calling really took off was because of Dick Kirby, believe it or not. It's a true story. Back in the day, there was from the NWTF, there was a magazine called Turkey Call. And I was like, oh, I got to get this. And of course, we were all members, and right on there, it had on there a question form of, hey, any questions that you have, Dick Kirby would love to answer it. So I wrote them, and I'm like, I'm Louie Dorazio, and I wrote this big long story of how
old are you?
56 now, and
how old were you when you wrote that?
Oh, of course. So I was 14.
Oh shit! That's cool.
I was 14. I was not old enough to drive, and a guy by the name of Bob Clark from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, answered it, and he was like, "Hey, I'd love to come and hunt with you." I did the mail for Dick Kirby for Turkey Call magazine, and would you be interested instead of I coming up to turkey hunt? It's like, yeah, absolutely, yeah. So
it's awesome.
So Bob was an outdoor writer for Pennsylvania Writers Association. He wrote in Outdoor Life. He wrote 3 books. He was very famous at the time.
What's his name again?
Bob Clark.
Probably pull it up.
Yeah, Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania.
Keep going.
And so he came and he really liked my calling. And not only did he like my calling, he liked the atmosphere of the New York woods for turkey
Now, where'd
hunting.
you take him?
So I took him the same places. We went to Kyler Hill, all to the really good places. But more importantly is we sat up on hilltops.
Try Bob Clark. He was an outdoor writer.
Right there, Bob Clark, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Society of...
That's his obituary.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately.
Sorry. Yeah. There he is, right? Yeah, that's his obituary. No,
Anyway, go ahead. Sorry. I didn't know if it would show like any history on him or anything.
Yeah, so he was married to Thelma. She was a sweetheart too. She, I believe, she passed too. But anyhow, so actually, Bob is my daughter Mary Rose's godfather. So
cool.
Yeah, we had a really, really good close relationship.
So you kept in touch then.
Yeah. We did, and so he really liked my calling, and he's like, "Hey, there might be a future into this for you, if you would like to do turkey calling and everything." And I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." So it's just like you guys when you want to put your mind to it, the hard work's got to pay off sometimes. That's all I had that damn call in my mouth. It got me in so much trouble at school. It got me so much trouble on the bus. It got me trouble at home.
I can relate to that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like
bus
turn around halfway through the route, go back to school, and drop COVID off.
Because he wouldn't stop with the turkey call.
I'm telling you. So ended up being. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. So my mom, she drove me around, and so just imagine, here's a kid, 15 years old. We're down in Lackawanna Station, down in Pennsylvania, just south of Scranton, and here we are. Here I am sitting in a room with 250 people, and I'm next up to go up on stage, and here I am going against the best juniors in the country, and you want to talk about a guy that was just shaking in his pants, and so I got up there. I did terrible.
This is 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. I was terrible.
I didn't know it was that early. I thought you started competitively calling like college.
So that was the juniors. Okay. So I ended up winning 2 of New York State's to get me to go into like the NWTF sponsorship.
When did you win the first New York State?
So that was 87 and 88. So yeah, so I think I was 17, 18, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, and so that led me on to calling, not professionally, but just entering the calling. So this is where it got good. Is like remember Levi Garrett? Remember Kodiak? Remember Kodiak?
Oh God, yeah.
So
Chew.
Yep. Yeah. So I met the personal director of PR for Levi Garrett back then. So they gave me cases of chewing tobacco. Remember in high school? Remember with Moose and all of them? I used to come in with rolls of Hawkins. So it was Hawkins, Levi Garrett.
They came with 10 cans instead of 5.
Levi Garrett pouches.
Remember back when it was like Winston Cup racing and they would walk around the in track and just hand out
cigarettes,
cartons of cigarettes.
Yeah.
It was like,
and it's funny because a pouch of Levi Garrett plug, like a whole case of it, used to show up. And
so wait, they were like your sponsor or something?
It wasn't so much a sponsor; it was so much the guy from the PR. He gave everything to me, but he told me because I did chew, back then, and he's like, "But you want to walk around with that can, you know what I'm saying?"
And
I'm like, "Well, I don't really chew the plug," and he goes, "That's fine." He goes, "Put it in your back pocket at least," And I was like, "Okay, no problem." And now
I didn't know you had like sponsorships and everything.
Yeah, so
like NASCAR racing, you wear
and it's so funny
the
now.
Gear with the logo on it.
Oh, I had everything. They used to give me all the T-shirts, the hats. I wish I had all of that stuff. My gosh, and it was the old style baseball hat where it was Levi Garrett with the patch. And you can't find that stuff anymore. And
do you have any like the trophies or medals or certificates or whatever you got?
Yep. So cool. I ended up.
You should bring one down here.
I should.
Hang it up.
Yeah. I ended up so I took second place. It was someplace in Pennsylvania. I'm not too sure where, but I beat out Matt Moret. So if you
you remember his name.
Oh yeah, you Google Matt Moret. Matt Moret
he's like
he is
will know.
He is, and to this day,
how do you spell that last name?
Moret is Morrett, Matt. So Matt, he is
okay.
That kid. He is one of the best slate callers in the world. I mean, that kid, he could actually do a kiki run on a slate call. Now, back in the day,
hold on, what's a kiki run?
Yep. So a kiki run is like a Jake, an adolescent male turkey. So what that kiki run is that it's saying that I'm lost. It's more used in the fall more than the spring. Okay. But in our calling competitions, there used to be the yelp, kiki run, putt, cluck, purr, fly down, cackle.
Okay, I got to interrupt your story for a minute because I'm coming up with too many questions that I know I'm not going to freaking remember.
Yep.
First question. Mouth call, slate, box call. What's your opinions?
I love them all.
You were a mouth call guy.
I love mouth call.
Well, that's competition. You have to.
I love mouth call. But so yes and no. So there's friction. So friction can be slate or box call. And then there's an open, which is anything. So that's mainly mouth call.
Okay.
That's mainly mouth call. Now, Matt has won many, many friction calls, calling competitions. He's phenomenal. So I did met him a couple times. We are the same age. He developed himself really well into the hunting world. Actually, his best friend is from Team Realtree there. What's his name?
Waddell?
Yep, Waddell. Yep. He was there, I think, last year or 2 years ago. He shot a bird down in Pennsylvania with Matt. But anyhow, so getting back to your question.
I have another question.
Yep.
Oh, were you still talking about slate and stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So on the slate call, on a friction. So if you're going into a competition in the friction, it would be the same as a mouth call. Okay, you would have putt, cluck, or purr, yelp, fly down, cackle, and then what they used to have is caller's choice. So a caller's choice, such as what Matt did, is he did the kiki run, which nobody could do on a slate call. And actually what it was carbon arrow. Back in the 80s, what did we have? We had aluminum arrows. We didn't have we didn't have graphite. We didn't have none of that. So back in the day, he developed that graphite. So like right now, you're going to see a lot of strikers.
Wait, what are you talking about arrows?
Well, because there's carbon strikers or
so
wood.
So your carbon strikers, they developed that from the arrow.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. So back in the day, so he really did a lot for the calling, to bring that on.
Wow.
And
those carbons are tough too. A lot harder than a wood or anything else.
Yep. And so then with the friction during that time, you went from slate, glass, aluminum, nothing of wood.
Aluminum.
But with that,
I've heard of slate, glass.
Aluminum. D.D. Adams from Quaker Boy. Well, actually, he wasn't a partner. He was an employee for Dick Kirby. He developed the first aluminum
Really?
slate call. Yep. Yep. D.D. Adams. Of course, he's passed away. But the other thing was box calls. So you could only get certain box calls too. So all of your box calls were made out of mahogany, beech nut, butternut, maple, all basswood. All of your softwoods have a different tone. So when you went to your calling contest for that, like you had all homemade box calls, you had homemade slate calls, and so that was the whole era, man. And a lot has changed since then. And for me during that time, when you had your David Hale and Harold night calls, you had your Paul Butsky, you had your Kelly Cooper, you had your Preston Pittman, which Preston
sounds like you talking about whiskey, Travis.
So so it's
that's what Dad said. He's like, wow, listen to the podcasts and stuff. He's like, when you get talking about whiskey, you have a lot more to say than you do about turkey hunting or coyote hunting. I'm like, well,
specialty.
So those guys, they really kicked the industry right in the butt. And they offered a lot more calls to people.
Now there's a million calls.
You got
Everybody's making calls.
And I'm glad.
And they got the different cuts. They always had all the different cuts. The V cut, and the raggeds,
and it's funny.
Triple, double.
Yeah. And it's funny because back in like the 80s, remember Mulligans? Remember Mulligans over in Solvay?
Only in golf. I take a lot of them.
Remember Mulligans over in Solvay? That store? It was a sporting goods store. Oh. So anyhow, they had a do-it-yourself making your own turkey calls that I had to have. So we went over there, and back then that was it. You didn't have you had your million, you just had your Quaker Boy coming up, the true double. You had the single, and then all of a sudden, some guy out there, I swear to God, he was probably hammered. He took his knife and he split one of the calls to make it more raspy.
Yeah.
And now you have the little cutouts, you have the straight cuts,
When I was had a little stint with mouth calls, I liked the couple cuts in it, like the raspy one. It just seemed easier to do. I mean, for me,
I think they call that like the diamond cut, and what they used to do. But then the other one,
but for hunting, not competition, because I don't know anything about that. Mouth calls got to be better because you don't have to.
That's the thing. If
you can have your gun up and do the mouth call, right? I mean, come on,
that's a move.
So you're right. You don't have to move, but not only that. So my best mouth call out there is a Primos triple. With the Primos triple, it's a double stacked frame call, and you can blow that. So it's so nice and raspy. Like you're the old hen on the hill, and that boss gobbler knows it. And there it is right there.
A good raspy call.
Oh my gosh, those are $20 now.
Oh yeah, they got air in between the reeds too, so they don't. You don't have to take a toothpick and pick them apart.
No.
That's only if you leave them in your pocket for a year.
Well, yeah, then you get strep throat the next year, the first day.
But the thing with those is you have to use a dry mouth on them. If your saliva that gets in between them, they can stick. But that call right there. So when
the long cut too. The chew,
that
wouldn't help.
No,
well, you can get it dialed in pretty good, but when you quit, now you got to relearn.
Yeah. So I happened to be hunting down. Well, we can get into that in a little bit, but the guy that really turned me on to this was Matt Keegan. He owned a plantation down in South Carolina that he used to use, and that's for hunt, just like what you said. That was for hunting. Now, my calling competitions, I loved Quaker Boy Double. I loved also a guy by the name of Denny Galvis Calls.
You are pulling names out.
Oh, right now. They're old school. Yeah, he helped me out a lot. He gave me a lot of calls, and that was Bob.
The calling. It was like a community.
Absolutely,
it was like
buddy.
Tight back then.
I'm telling you, man, I wish that I was drinking age when sitting down with all those guys. And of course, most of them are from the South.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, down the South, you love them. They had the bourbon, they had the Johnny Walker Red, the Johnny Walker Black, and that was it. And let's go. And I mean, you want to go old school here. How about Ben Lee and Terry Rahm and all those guys? I mean, Ben Lee was
Dick Wallace.
Dick Wallace.
Yeah, before your time.
Gotta be.
Was it Starlin Merlin?
Sterling Marlin.
Marlin Sterling.
Damn it, you're doing it again.
Giddy up and go.
Bringing back memories. Brad.
So going, you know, and the thing of it is that it's just like, you know, you watch on TV these professional fishermen and the fishermen in general, they share their secrets, but it's just that, do you have the knack? Do you have the ability to do what they can do? You know, and the thing of it was that, you know, they did help one another out. And I know, you know, a couple of the guys, you know, the jury boys, oh my gosh, I remember there were kids into these competitions, and that's what brought them to where they are now. I can remember when Bill Jordan, and they call him Jordan, but I call him Jordan because, so did you know that Bill played for the Saints? He was a tight end for the, yeah, he was.
I didn't know that.
Yep, he was the Saints. So he took his money, his earnings, and that's what made Realtree. Yeah. I can remember we went to a competition. It was an NWTF. It was a state qualifier for West Virginia. Bob and I did. And I just went as a spectator. I really gave it up back then, back in 1990. You know, there was just too many good guys coming onto the screen. And not only that, I was going to college, had a lot going on with that. But I can remember going to that, and Bill Jordan, he had a little booth set up on the corner, and that was the same year that Toxie Hayes was running his ads for Mossy Oak.
Oh yeah,
I never met Toxie or his father, and his father, God rest his soul. They did a lot still do a lot for the turkey hunting community, but Bill Jordan, you know, you see him on TV, and he turns out to be this nice guy. He's not a nice guy. He's a sweetheart.
Yeah. I thought you were going somewhere else.
No. He has the heart of God, and I mean, like so when they do go to these events, you know, for like the Harrisburg. I'm sure that you heard of the big Harrisburg sports show.
I went last year for the first time. Yeah. It was insane.
So all those guys, they used to pool around. They used to get a house and stay there all together, you know, so that they didn't end. Jordan was there, and a couple.
I've tried to get you guys to go a couple years.
I tell you what.
And
so
nobody's gone.
You made
so I was
video right on that.
Yeah, you're going next year. Yeah, there's a video on our YouTube channel on Downwind Properties of just us walking around it and stuff.
I'll tell you, I'd go to that. That's the biggest in the country.
We spent a day and a half.
And you didn't see anything. You didn't see everything.
We walked through all the buildings, but if you really wanted to just take your time, it would take you at least 2 days.
Absolutely.
I mean, we didn't spend
really
hardly any time in the fishing building.
Bring a camper with you.
It's insane.
Well, so
they have hotels there too.
But you.
I guess you don't need a camper.
So
just thinking.
And the one arena, I remember.
That's how my mind, man.
I don't think they let you stay in the parking lot. Maybe they do. Probably.
I wouldn't.
The exhibitors probably.
But if you're going to book a hotel, you got to book early. But you remember the one big arena was nothing but bass boats when I was there. It's huge. It's beautiful. The campers,
competitions in there, like lumberjack competitions and stuff.
Yeah, that's really sick. Really big. But when I was a judge there it wasn't for the world. I know what it was. It was for the American World Turkey Society.
Look at that map.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah. So we were in one of the arenas in there. I forgot which one it was, but they had outdoor. It might have been, I forgot where we were.
Changed. You know, NRA took that over.
I heard that.
Yeah, NRA's doing
that.
Yeah,
I heard that.
I guess they were having some troubles or something. NRA.
So we were in the arena, and it was me, and I got to give a plug to Pat Strausser. He is the world's best maker of turkey calls right now, hands down. Slate calls, box calls, and some of his slate calls go for like $200, $300. He's a great guy. Pat's a great guy. I guided with him down in South Carolina. But anyhow, so Pat, so with the AWTS, they had teams. So it wasn't an individual, it was a team. So Ronnie Jolly, Ronnie Johnson.
What are you making these up?
No, I'm serious.
Just making names up now.
No.
Kelly, Wally Bolly,
Keith Sweat, Bobby Brown.
Unfortunately,
Ronnie,
both
Bobby,
of those
Ricky,
guys
and
are
Mike.
passed away now, but they were great guys. So all them rednecks.
this is unreal.
So the one guy though, Preston Pittman.
Preston.
So
I like that name.
PP.
So
Hell yeah.
bring his name up. So Preston.
Oh my God.
So Preston back in the day, he was the best. He was actually the world champion gobbler.
Betty Puppy.
He was the best, and yeah, there he is.
I've
How
seen
is
his
it
videos.
possible? I have known you since high school.
That guy's a good color. I remember.
I didn't know
watching
you
his
too much
videos.
in high school.
He could do it without.
But I was in high school, and you were probably just out or something. Anyway, we're old as shit now, so that was however many years ago. I'm not good with the math.
Oh yeah. That'd be
How is it possible that
44.
I've known you that long?
4.
We have hunted together probably 15 years plus.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more than
And
that.
I don't know these stories.
Yeah.
Like I knew
Yeah.
you had said like, oh yeah, I used to turkey
We might
call
have heard him before. We just
competitively.
forgot. 'cause
Yeah.
We're,
No, I
Well-
never heard he like hung out with Bill Jordan and
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
these people. Like,
Oh, yeah.
what?
Oh yeah. And then with Preston. So Preston, he won the Worlds for gobbling that one year. He won the Worlds, and he is a character all in himself. If you look him up on Facebook right now, Preston's old. He's got a gut.
Don't we all?
Yeah, but he'd probably hate me if I said that. But anyhow,
Preston.
he used to be this little skinny guy, right? And he used to scoot his little ass up there, and you know when these guys call, they do the ear thing and then the mouth thing.
They got to be a turkey to sound like a turkey.
So that's
yeah.
what Preston used to do. He used to get down and he used to act like a turkey, you know. And then you hear the whole. So I'm judging this thing, right?
Hey, you got to pull up a YouTube video of this. We got to see this.
So
Preston Pittman.
gobbling competition.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be even beyond there. I mean, you're talking shit in the 90s.
The stuff
They didn't
that
have
is
cameras back then.
on YouTube. I don't know. Probably not. Huh?
If he can have
They
that.
didn't even have cameras back then, right?
So, so just
Oh, we
imagine.
got audio. Oh, we got audio.
Is that Boozer?
There
There he goes.
There he is. Told you.
No, he's not.
Love it. Doing a fly down cackle, I bet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's being an owl.
He's on a chair.
Nope. He's going to gobble.
Those real wings. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Look at the judges looking at him.
Yep.
Imagine it like a guy doing that on a city street in a corner.
I've actually seen guys doing this on city streets down in
Worse.
downtown Syracuse. You'll see this every day.
Oh yeah.
He was so good.
Beating midgets
he-
with sticks.
That was.
Look at Wild Turkey. Told you.
What year is that, Bryce? Yeah, that's what he used to do.
2007.
2007. Yeah, so I'm talking back in
So funny.
pretty bad
95
video.
before that. And
Flip phone.
he'd come up on stage and he'd do that. And, you know, so you got to remember the stage has got there's 2,500, 3,000 people filling that arena. And you'd hear everybody laughing. And all the judge, we used to go like this. We know, yep. You know, and you're scoring it, and it's like, I know who this is. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's funny, but, you know, that's the showmanship. And also, hey, I bought this guy's call. This guy, he goes up on stage and he can demonstrate. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like a show.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So he really sold his product, you know, all the way through. And he's such a great guy. And if you see on Facebook, a lot of they should be all done hunting birds down in Mississippi and Alabama. But anyhow, down there, he's big time in the youth. He's big time with family, and that's great, and it's nice to see his passion is still there.
So you had mentioned by 1990 or so, you kind of got out of the competitive calling.
So what
you went to?
Yep.
You were in college, and
so what ended up happening was that I was in college. College got done, and I knew all these people that I was just telling you about. Well, all these people, they went, and if they're not at a show trying to sell their product, they have to go somewheres, and a lot of times they would be hired on as guides. They'd be hired on as like, hey, Preston Pittman's coming into camp this week, and we're booking a hunt. It's a 5-day hunt. Preston's going to be in the camp. Oh, okay, where do I sign? And it'll be a full camp. So I got offered the 1 year I was done with Morrisville, and the one year we took off. Bob Clark and I, we took off and we hunted Mississippi, Alabama. Now in Mississippi, we hunted a guy by the name of Grady Oaks.
No more names, man.
And
we're not going to be able to. Grady
Oaks.
He was a
Preston Pittman. Grady
Oaks. He was a really high power lawyer down there. So, and then so now you got to remember.
Okay, why did you need a lawyer?
So, but you have you guys got to. So down in the South, if you own 100 acres, you got money, and you got a lot of money. That's down south. All right. So when we went to Alabama was totally different.
Rainbow, Alabama.
Alabama was totally different. So when I went down there, we went into this special camp. So in this camp, it was owned by
Don't
Robert.
say another name.
It was owned by Robert E. Lee.
What? Wait, whoa.
It was owned by Robert E. Lee.
Textbook.
Hold on, now you're
And
just
then-
making it.
I swear to God,
Robert E. Lee.
on my life and on my kid's life. And also it was owned by a descendant of Jefferson Davis. So Jefferson Davis, if you look that up in your Civil War buffs, Jefferson Davis was big into the Confederate Army. Mm-hmm. So I went in there and I opened the door. So they had all this planned for me when I went there. So I walk in and Bob, now.
Wait, hold on. I might have missed something.
Yep.
So we were talking about competitive calling.
Yep.
And then college, you went to Morrisville.
Yep.
Which is a kind of a ag.
Yep. I went
School.
for business administration.
Okay.
Yep.
And now where are you?
So
You're at Robert E. Lee's house.
It's 1990.
Ish.
91.
Okay. Now why are you down there?
So Bob,
I think I missed that
Yep.
part.
So Bob Clark and I. So I'm out of the competitive calling, but
Yep.
I'm friends with all these guys. So and not only that, like I was going to all these plantations and all of the hunting camps that were down south.
Because these were just like connections you made through
They were
competitive
all
calling and stuff.
they're
and
all
like,
connections.
Hey, come on.
Yep.
Okay,
So,
gotcha.
And so the one of them that I went to, it was just a hunting camp where we were there for 4 days or 3 days, and they had a special guest for me. So, and I didn't know this. So I walk in, and there's a guy at the table, and guy with a southern drawl. He goes, "What's your name?" I said, "It's Louie Dorazio." He goes, "No." He said, "I asked you your name. What's your name?" And I said, "It's Louie." He goes, "You have a middle name?" And I said, "Oh." I said, "It's Vincent." He goes, "Sit down over here. Where are you from?" He goes, "Actually, I think I know where you're from." He goes, "But sit down." So I sat down, So I'm sitting there and everybody's laughing, and I haven't even met anybody. I haven't even met,
You just walked in the door.
I just walked in the door, and I'm like, and
they got some cop there
the camp
asking you way too many
the
questions.
camp was beautiful,
Yeah.
and I'm sitting there,
And you're just a
he
young
goes,
boy from Jamesville, New York.
Oh yeah, and he says, so I heard you do some guiding. I said, yep. He goes, would you like to take me? I said, yeah. I said, sure, I guess. I don't know. I said, sure. He goes, you know who I am? I said, nope, I have no idea. He goes, my name's Pat Dye.
The suspense.
I go, Pat Dye? He was the Auburn football coach. Well, guess what happened the year before? Remember? They tied. Remember when they came here? They tied. They kicked a field goal to tie the game. In college sports back then, there was no tiebreaker.
You lost.
Blowing my mind.
You lost, Brad.
Pat Dye. Yep. So
Not a sports guy.
you're not a sports guy.
No. But I'm listening.
So
I didn't remember either. I was.
So
what
that-
year was that?
I don't even know.
That was like 91 or something. I was like 0.
I forgot. I forgot when. So
Ah.
We're coming up into my age group here.
well, what the
You're right. Hold on.
So I think TK99 at the time.
It's 92 or something you were born, right? 91. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy.
So now
I know.
you're creeping up into my, my era.
Finally catching up.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Pat Dye and Brad was born.
Pat. For every death, there's a birth.
So back then, I think it was TK99 or 95X. They sent him a box of chicken wings and all eaten up chicken wings and ties.
Just to piss him off.
Just to piss him
nice,
off. So,
nice.
so anyhow,
Good humor. That's
yeah.
nice. Yeah.
So I went.
All right,
back-
just to be clear, that was SU,
yep,
Syracuse University.
Syracuse University.
Okay. People in this, maybe watching this podcast and not know what
Yeah.
the other team is. We.
Yeah, that was back in Dick McPherson. I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think Tim Green and I don't even know.
More names.
But you know what? I think Robert Drummond was on the team.
Was Drummond? Yeah.
I think so.
James Little Boy.
I think so.
I think
So-
you just said more names than is my contacts on my phone.
That's more names than my
Honest to
LinkedIn connections.
so we
All right. So you're guiding Pat Dye.
So I was guiding Pat Dye, and unfortunately, I did not take him out the next day. He had to leave, but he just wanted to put it at plug and just to
You
bust
just
my
wanted to bust
chops,
your balls a little bit because that's you. Yeah.
I thought it was great, but I did
That's
take
funny.
out Robert E. Lee III. I took him out.
What
Took him
happened
out.
to the second one?
He dead.
He ain't there no more.
Oh, that
So when
talking about. There's 3 now.
and he gave me his business card, and for the life of me, I went home and I framed it, and you think I know what all it was? I think I did too many drugs and took too many beers after that.
Yeah.
Anyhow, don't get me off subject.
That's fine.
Anywho.
Yeah. So
All right.
from there, we
So wait, you were down there guiding?
so I was So
So educate me on the guiding thing. Like, so
Mm-hmm.
you're a competitive caller. Everybody knows you're awesome. You can call in turkey. That's why I went hunting with you, because I was like,
Yeah.
hey, Louie, call me in some turkey.
absolutely.
So then you don't actually go to one location and work there on that property as a guide. You go to multiple places,
Yes.
and they hire you or bring you in to help guide the
Yep.
people who come in.
Yep. And usually back then, I don't know the way that they're guiding now, but back then you basically worked off your tips and you got a hunting license for the state.
Yep.
So and then the tips.
So that's how they paid you?
That's
the
how they-
tips,
yeah, and then-
you got to hunt.
they fed you, they put you
Sure.
up room and board.
Sure.
And
And at
then
that time, you're 20-something.
I didn't give a
You're
shit.
single, right?
Oh,
It's-
man.
It's a
tearing
life.
it up,
I
Steaks
would've
or
loved
just
that.
like
tearing it up.
TV dinner.
Pay me in food, beer,
And-
a bed, and hunting.
Mostly beer.
Yep.
I'd do that now.
Yeah.
All right. No, absolutely.
Get 20.
So
Yeah,
from
French fry and a case of beer.
So from there, from Where am I now? Alabama. That was Alabama. So from Alabama, we went to South Carolina. So South Carolina, we went to Little River Plantation. Guy by the name of Jim Edens. He passed away too. That's in Abbeville, South Carolina, where Sleeping with the Enemy was filmed. That was filmed actually in his house with Julia Roberts. Yeah. So that was pretty cool. And
did you get to meet her?
I did not. So I got to go into the house though and see where it was.
Sleeping with the Enemy.
Yep. So it was
because neither Bryce or Brad know what this movie is because it came out in.
I've only seen Smokey and the Bandit and Forrest Gump.
91. Yep. This movie came out when Brad was born.
Yep. So
good movie.
I was down there, not when it was being filmed, but actually Jim's two sons, they are in the movie. They were used as props, I guess, or something like that, walking down the street. So I had a really good relationship with him down there, and that's where Pat Strouser comes in. Pat and I guided down there, and we had a lot of fun down in Little River. And then from there, we went to Wyoming.
Mel Gibson's house.
No.
Different movie.
We went to
Wyoming.
So I was out there to kill a Miriam, and I couldn't kill a Miriam because...
Oh, yeah. Tell me about the, what is it, the World Series of Turkey, or what do they call it?
Grand Slam.
Oh,
that's
it.
The Miriam, the Rio.
Do you have that?
I do not.
How many you got?
I only got the Miriam, and I got the Eastern. That was it. That was
How many are there total? 5? 4 or 5?
4 or 5.
Okay.
If they want to count that bird from Guatemala or Mexico or whatever.
Oh, the one you shoot out of the tree?
Well,
it looks like a turkey vulture.
It looks like a turkey vulture.
Yeah, you just plug it whenever you want.
But
yeah,
who the hell just did? What the hell? I can't remember
his name. Like 130 of them, and then his kid did one by the time he was like 12.
Oh, Waddell just did it. Waddell got one. That was it. He concluded his. But anyhow, I couldn't go up to the counter and believe that and draw a tag and get a turkey tag. I only could. The tag that they had to offer me was for bow and arrow, and I'm like, I'm all the way out here. So I called up my mom. My mom sent me my bow, sent me my arrows out there. So I had to, I swear to God, I'm telling you. So my bow and my arrows got out there. So I had to wait for like 3 days for that. Now,
and have you done a lot of archery for turkey?
Hell no.
Okay.
This is the first.
Did you just have a regular broadhead or a field tip?
I had the regular.
Or one of them guillotine ones.
Believe it or not, it was an old Wasp broadhead that I used.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Razorbacks.
Yeah.
The cheapest biggest broadhead you can get.
The old cartridges. So
it's like cigars, right?
So I was there, and so the very last day, when you hunt out there, and I think us in Pennsylvania are the only states that still allow, we can only hunt birds until noon here.
Yeah.
The other states you can hunt all day.
Oh, really?
Which is pretty nice.
It is.
I like hunting till noon.
Really?
If we make it till 10.
I was going to say.
You can do a lot of other things in that day.
Yeah, you got a lot of work
Usually to do. About 8 o'clock, somebody's texting about breakfast drinks, and everybody comes running down off the hill.
I was going to mention those.
Well, you got to go back at camp.
Got to go back?
Yeah, you got to go back to camp.
So,
my feet are wet. Next thing you know, you got the red cup coming out.
So I end up taking a bird there. So now we're off to South Dakota and the Black Hills. So we ended up
from Wyoming.
We went to South Dakota and the Black Hills, and where do you think we ended up? But Deadwood, South Dakota. Nice. So it was absolutely beautiful there. We were there before gambling became legal. And went to Old Saloon number 10 where Wild Bill Hickok got shot in the back of the head. I was there, boy.
Wild Bill who?
Wild Bill Hickok. You know him.
Yeah, I went to school with him.
Aces and eights, man. The dead man's hand. That's so God. I went to the bar there, and that was and again. So that was with Mike. It was me, Mike Pinger, and Bob Clark. So we hunted in the Black Hills, and also I hunted in the Badlands too.
Doc Holliday?
I wish.
Oh yeah.
But so I'm going to tell you something. And this is
Uh-oh.
honest and sincere. There's nothing like hunting out west. Out west, you go down the road 2 miles and there's always something about like, hey, this is where Custer came with his cavalry. Hey, this is where, this
Hold
this
on,
happened,
though. Hold on.
It's beautiful out
Hold
there.
on. New York, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts. I mean, we were around way longer than those guys. Come on. We kind of started this whole country, right? You ever been to Gettysburg?
Yes, sir.
Pretty dope.
Word.
Bunch of Yankees.
I hear you. Yeah.
Get those Westerners.
Yeah. But
Yankees. We are Yankees.
so we
What are you gonna say?
when we hunted out there, the Badlands were that was really good hunting.
Amazing.
And then from there, I turned around and I came back and I was in Pennsylvania for a couple days, and then I came back to New York, and that was it for like the year.
Okay. I have a question. Louie Dorazio is a master caller, competitive caller, winning titles, hanging out with Bill Jordan and all those other names that you mentioned and all of those famous people. And he's guiding all over the place and going everywhere into the Badlands. And then you decide to come back to Jamesville. And
Hell yeah, home's home, man.
how come
right?
you didn't just go?
Go
hard.
Yep, May of '92, and you remember the '90s. It was so hard to get a job.
Yeah.
It was really hard to get a job. I met my wife, currently now, Karen, back in 1990, I think. Yeah.
Good year.
And
It must have been 90 because that's, I think, when I came to your apartment and
yes,
Karen met me for the first time and doesn't like me anymore.
she loves me.
What'd you do?
I wasn't a great kid. We've covered that part.
That was in the first
skip that
one.
I had a phase, all right? We'll say I had a phase.
little one. But
Louie loved me, though.
Absolutely.
Louie took care of me. And
Absolutely. So,
Boozer, remember I used to call you George?
Yeah, I don't know
Cheese
why.
Man's house?
Yeah.
George.
I don't know why. I mean, we'd just stop there when I was 3 years old. I think I met you when I was 2. That was
you
back
always
in
called me
90.
George. Even when you
George.
when you moved over on 91, you'd come over and call me George. I said, Brett, who the hell's George? He goes, you. I go, oh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I don't know why. You just look like a George, and I just wanted to call you George. I remember standing in the back of Dad's pickup truck, and he'd go down Cheese Man's and check out his paint jobs and stuff, and
I'm sure that's
hey, what's going on, George? And you're the only one I knew your name. I just called you George.
Oh, you could tell he was young then when he thought he went to Cheese Man's to look at the paint job.
Everybody's standing around drinking cases of Pabst, and shooting. Well, Cheese Man hooked me up with.
You didn't go to Cheese Man's to look at his.
Go to Chips,
jobs.
case in a bag.
Although he was a hell of a painter.
My bow.
Yeah.
That little.
Yeah.
Also, rest in peace, Cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Hell
God
yeah.
rest his soul.
Jeff Acker, what a guy.
We shot a lot of birds together, man. That was that was good. So
All right, so go back to why didn't you become famous?
Sorry, I just
No,
had to,
so
I had to say that.
I really-
that was a great.
George.
I
Great time.
really would like to have stayed in the hunting industry, but there was no money. There was no money. Except if you were hitting it off big, like all the names, you still have your Quaker boy, you have, Preston, the Jury boys, you go big or go home.
Yeah.
That was the bottom line. And
they probably had, I mean, I don't know their stories, but they probably had some support behind it,
absolutely.
sure, whether it was family or whatever
Yep.
to connect and grow that.
Sure. And not only that, those guys, man, they were winning the turkey call. They were winning the Grand Nationals. They had the big trophies, and those boys were good. They were really good. And to this day, they are still good. But back in 92, I got a job offer to Carrier.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, there you go.
For people that don't know this area, Syracuse, Onondaga County, Central New York area, it was Carrier, GE, Chrysler.
Yep.
Big manufacturers.
Who else was here?
All manufacturing.
And just like any Rust Belt type city, they went away
Yeah.
after a while.
And there was so many.
Yeah, a lot of manufacturing up here.
so many back in the day that they used to have to alter their shift times because the other factories were letting out, like just like you said, Travis, the GM, the Carrier, the Chrysler, where it would just clog, the highways. So
No shit.
but that's
Here comes Micron.
that's yeah. So with that being said, that was and then that was it. Then it became where it was a reality.
So now you're home. You're working. Got married. What year did you get married, Karen?
95.
95. Okay. And you start having babies like we all did.
Yeah,
And do the whole thing.
Spit out 3 of them. She did. And
All right.
God
So let's
bless
talk.
you.
Let's talk current turkey. What's up, Brad? Where'd he go?
I think they're cold.
Has
It's
it
getting
been-
cold out there. We're in here. Nice
drove
warm,
back.
They just got back.
Yeah.
nice warm
I
camp.
said we got camp going. It's turkey season here.
Yes, sir.
Going out tomorrow. We're gonna kill something.
Yeah.
We
Well,
gotta go to the top.
I went out Friday morning,
Yeah. How'd
and
that
I
go?
went out this morning. So if I got bags,
Did you hear any gobbles?
yeah.
What'd he say?
I got bags under my eyes, and
He's been at it
because I've
since-
been here 2 days.
They've been scouting since Thursday.
Yeah, it's scouting my ass. Hey, right.
You know, scouting
That's
since
how
Thursday.
deer hunting goes too. Dad sends me a text
Still
message.
get up early.
He sends me a text message. I'm at work. He goes,
Today?
I think it was yesterday. He goes, ready for hunting. And I thought it was going to, well, it was a picture of his cooler full of beer and ice. All ready to go hunting. Yeah.
Oh, you got the bait.
So me and Bryce went out yesterday morning. This morning, yesterday nothing.
Not a gobble.
So we sat in the field, which is usually great over there, and then came back, warmed up a little bit, went up the hill, and I was calling all along the hill and stuff, and nothing at all. This morning we had a couple gobbling across the road and just north, but then again, I don't know if that's Joe's. Doesn't Joe have some wild turkey at his house?
Yeah, he does. That'll throw you off a little bit. That's
Gets you a little
it.
excited.
Yeah.
But the ones
oh,
across the road,
We'll call these ones and cross
couldn't
the
get them
fence.
in.
Yeah.
But it's cold.
It
Man,
is.
It's unseasonably
It is.
cold in the mornings right now. It's been so nice. And then
Yeah.
I come down to turkey hunt and it's like 30 degrees out.
But,
So,
and you
Come
know,
down next week, everything will be green.
green.
yeah,
and
it's green up now.
back, down south, they always said if the dogwoods bloom, the birds are ready. Here we got apple trees blooming, everything's
Okay,
blooming, but it's 40 degrees out. It's 20 degrees out at night for crying out loud. It's like, wait a minute.
I think in New York they need to back up the season. What do you guys feel? I think it needs to be like mid-April.
I
So
used to think that, but
It's May 1st now because I drive the roads.
they got a mate though. That's the thing.
the only
No, but
problem,
they're mate.
That's their season.
They're all over the place.
You got to give them their time. Come on. You
All
don't want to
right, I got you.
I mean,
be sneaking in the bedroom, getting shot at. When it's your time.
and you're really
okay, then why do we hunt deer during the rut?
I don't know. That's the thing. It's like it's
Right.
totally opposite.
right.
Let's get them in there to get the boner. Come on. I don't get it.
Those
I don't
horned
know.
up bucks
Yeah.
coming through the woods
Right,
with their
that's-
tongues hanging out.
But the whole other thing is even if there wasn't a hunting season, I think by like May 18th, May 20th, it's like I'm done. I've had enough fun.
I know it's
It's
something about-
hot.
It's like the whole like the rut. It takes so long leading up to it with the birds there. It starts off in January for them poor bastards. And
They'll be
all of a
strutting in the snow.
yeah,
yeah.
and in the hierarchy and everything, that all starts, way before then. And then it's like, you come time, but, here in New York, we'll have 3 days of 75, 80 degree weather.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, 3 days later, you got
35.
snow.
Yeah.
So
talked about that before
How's
about
how's a hen with a clutch of eggs? What is she going to do? She's going to abandon, and then try to make another nest, and
know what I heard?
there's so much late,
What did you heard?
to go on.
I heard. I don't know what I was watching or where I heard it, but that Tom will come over to a nest when he finds it. I don't know if this was BS or what, but he'll stomp on the eggs and just crush them up so he can bang the old lady again.
Junior.
I think that might be true. I mean, I'd do it.
Right. I mean,
No, you wouldn't.
Come
Well,
on.
I wouldn't.
Oh, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I guess so.
For humans, that's a different word.
So you got to admit. Now let's look at
Oh,
this.
right. The A word. No, that's not what I mean.
But you know what? What?
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Wildlife.
So
It's not humans.
But think about it this way, guys.
Yeah.
So you got your deer and your turkey. The only
didn't even
time that
think
you
of
can
that.
hunt these things is when they have sex.
What's it? Oh, you're
that
right.
would
Right.
suck if you're a deer, if you're a turkey, and it's like these damn bastards, Harry. I'm trying to get a little bit, and they're shooting shit at me. and
I'm getting
everything else.
shot at.
So I'm gonna stomp your damn eggs.
I'm going to
And
the
then I'm
bar
gonna-
tonight.
Yeah.
Trying to pick up an old lady. I'm getting shot at.
Right.
Go to the south side.
See
You
what I'm
get that,
saying?
I guess. But it doesn't
With
make
that
sense.
said, human men are always in rut.
Now,
Yeah, if you only get one season,
We're always
a couple
in rut.
months.
I will say this.
Well,
since
at certain ages, I'm out of rut now. I'm
Yeah,
past
right.
rut.
Menopause. Whatever they call it.
I'll tell you though, from whatever they call
I don't. You know,
Okay.
you'll have
I'll tell you though, from hunting from the 80s till now, I mean, holy crap. Now,
All right, talk about turkey population because
Oh.
that's another thing. Like in
So-
the 80s, there was no turkey.
There was
then
no
there was a lot of turkey.
there was no
and now there's
turkey.
less turkey. What?
but you got to remember back in the 80s, our springs were a lot warmer, blah, blah, blah. That transferred to a lot of birds. Then in, 2000. So now in 2000, you also had a lot of hunters that are starting to become good hunters now, turkey hunting too. They know
Yeah.
how to call to the bird and whatnot.
Yeah.
But more importantly is like our winters were hard where it was wiping the birds out. Now I believe our population is definitely not what it used to be in the 90s, that's for sure. But also retrospect to that, how much is it for a box of shells now? I'm hearing 50, 80 bucks for a dozen, and then
Well, they got those.
the bismuth and everything else.
It was tungsten.
Tungsten.
Oh,
yeah.
And now, I mean, back then.
I've never even heard of that till like 2 days ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kevin
Well,
was telling me about it.
so now what they did with that is now back in the 80s.
Was that because of the lead thing?
Oh, absolutely.
Weird
Yeah.
about the lead.
And not only that, it's
They don't want eagles to eat the lead. And
Yeah, then you
die
can
and
shoot
stuff.
100 yards or
and
80 or
the
whatever.
density of the
Oh, really?
shot will freaking mow you right over. It'll double penetrate of what lead will.
Now, what did you shoot when you hunt turkeys?
Oh,
Target
Winchester.
loads, baby.
Winchester
Eights.
number 5s, and then for my 10 gauge, I use Federal Premium number
10
6s.
gauge.
So,
Using
Oh
a
yeah,
10
your old
gauge.
man's 10 gauge.
yeah. That was
that's
cut down.
What was
That
that, like a break barrel, double
No,
move,
no, no,
single
no.
shot? What is that? What was that?
that's an Ithaca Mag 10, brother.
Really?
That was cut down by Mark Basner from Basner's
Here's the
Gunsmith
name
down in
again.
Remember you let me
Pennsylvania.
borrow that gun, I think. Or you said if you want to use
I'm
it,
telling
I
you,
would.
man. I'm telling. I
get to shoot
killed
it
birds
to that.
out to 60 yards, 80 yards with that thing. But,
3-inch?
oh, that's
3.5?
all you
3.5 and a 10 gauge?
So
sore were you?
So, oh yeah. But
Target
I mean,
pattern this thing in.
I think Dick Kirby's first video back when he was shooting the Merriams and he was shooting the Osceolas and also the Rio Grandes, that one tape that he has back in the 80s, that was an Ithaca Mag 10 from Mark Basner. He re-sleeved it and everything. But now we're using 410s, guys.
Well, yeah.
Like right now, so if you look feet per second and if you add all that up, a 410 has more power than a 10 gauge.
and then you can
Are you
see.
serious?
I swear to God, I'm telling you what.
I could bring my little lever action.
A lot of guys,
Hell yeah.
a
And
lot
then
of
you
Henry
can see
410
a
down here.
lot of guys
You
are
shot
switching
that
over to that. But now you go and buy those shells for the 410. You're talking almost 50,
Yeah,
60 bucks for a dozen shells. Bullshit.
That's all
Yeah,
crazy.
they just
How much
want
beer
you
you
to-
can buy for 50, 60 bucks? Junior?
Well, only 230 picks. No,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I had another question.
Yes, sir.
That was from earlier.
Yep.
you got to raise your hand. I have a question.
I have a question.
Remember that day?
No. Can I ask you a question?
Raises
I just did. You mentioned spring and fall turkey hunting.
Yep.
Now, I have never hunted turkey in the fall because spring's easier, right? Tell me the difference.
Well, I don't know about easier. I believe that.
Because in the fall, don't you have to like roost them? And
No, you're just deer hunting, and if one walks by, you shoot one.
shoot one.
That's you gotta
basic.
Google it quick. Ah,
You know,
shit.
you would
One
have
day
to,
off.
you know,
season open.
so you would have to break a
Wait, you're gonna
flock up.
shoot? You're gonna shoot a turkey with a slug?
No, I'm
Hit 'em
talking
in the head.
archery.
You know,
I could tell you some stories.
I think
Go ahead.
With the fall, I mean, you're breaking the birds up, but then again,
What do you mean?
so you're breaking a flock up, and you're trying to sit down, you're trying to recall them back in.
Kiki run right
Your
there.
kiki run. You're using a lot different
That's when I
calls.
thought of it when you mentioned
But
that.
also, you're really not going to get your big boss gobblers too. Your bigger birds are more apt for the spring to kill. But however, if you so the gobblers, they'll transpire, and they're like the bucks during the summer, where they'll be bachelors, okay, where they'll be with one another. And the thing of it is that trying to split them apart, they could give two shits if they want to come back or not, you know? So it is a little bit
Yeah,
harder
they're pretty
in the fall.
selfish in the spring.
Very
you
much
know.
so. So again,
Sticking with the wrong head. Is
Now,
what they're
again,
doing.
you know, it's one of those things where you're hunting them during mating season. And is it easier? I wouldn't say it.
Do they gobble in the fall?
They
Sometimes.
can.
They
They
do
sent
it right
sometimes.
in the winter.
Do they?
Remember we're
Yeah.
deer hunting? Like, what the hell is these?
Yeah.
These turkeys
Yeah.
are all gobbling up on
Yeah.
the ridge.
The younger jakes and whatnot, they will sometimes.
I shot a lesbian turkey once. The freaking thing had a beard
How do you know?
longer than.
How do you know it was a lesbian?
Well, I had a beard.
How do you know it wasn't a hermaphrodite or a, what do you call them things?
Oh, yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, a he, she.
Right. them
So
things.
wait, what? So it had a beard.
Yeah, I crawled up over this ridge. Well, I went down first because me and Curtis were hunting in calves. I hear him up in the field, so I go up over this. I poke my head up over there, and there's like 3 hens. I just poked one out, freaking bam, dropped it. Had a beard on it, probably 6 inches.
Well, how do you? Then it wasn't a hen.
It was a hen.
How do you
It was
know?
A bearded hen.
How do you know it was a hen?
Well, it didn't have a dick.
How do you find turkey dick?
You just gotta look for it, you know.
Well, where the hell you
No,
live?
it was definitely a hen. It wasn't a red-headed Jake or anything. It was definitely that thing had a good sized
Really?
beard on it. Yeah, like I shot that.
Look this
Tom.
up. Can a,
Oh, yeah,
can a
bearded hen.
Can a
Oh, yeah.
hen
It's
turkey
like a bearded clam, but
have
different.
a beard?
Yep. And not only that, it's in our hunting rules
Yes,
where
it
that
says
is
right there.
that is legal
You
too.
gotta zoom in on
So
that. I can't see
if
that.
you shoot one with a beard during
In the
the summer,
spring?
in the springtime,
Okay.
it's
Yes,
legal.
some female turkey hens have beards,
Yep.
though it is not common. While all adult male toms have them, roughly 10% of female turkeys grow a beard.
That's a high number, 10%.
10%, yeah. Wow.
That's a high number.
I said I'm going to shoot that one with the beard, and
So doesn't mean it was a lesbian. Come on.
well, it was something else.
So spring better than fall? Is it either one? Different tactics?
I'd prefer spring.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
prefer spring.
I prefer spring because I just love getting back into the woods.
Yeah.
You know, deer
Yeah.
season's over. You gotta.
Depressing
You're in New York.
winter's
You're
over.
stuck in the house. January, February, March, just
Yep.
You can
drags
start
on.
clearing trails, and
In April,
You're
then
ready to
May
break
1st,
out.
Let's go.
Well, it's not only that.
and the birds light up, and the geese are coming back. It's all
Well, you got to remember too.
great,
It's
except for the black flies and ticks.
yeah, but you're out of the woods before they come in.
Yeah.
But
yeah, at least it's cold this year, so we don't have to
So
deal with that
cold.
early in the morning.
you know the other thing too is like you get all the homies back. You know, everybody's back at camp. Hey, we're
Back
back,
at
hunting
camp.
again. You know, so
Yeah.
everything reverts around that too. So hey, it's all good stuff.
Like I said before, that's why I like seasons.
So,
You know,
Louie, when I hunted with you, it was always like we
Even that.
mentioned Kyler Hill and stuff. It was a lot of we drive, call a couple times. I'm going like this, but you'd always mouth call.
Yep.
And by the way, when you mouth call, every turkey within 3 miles could hear you call.
Oh yeah.
very loud.
And you'd wait for the gobble, you'd make call again, and then we'd just jump in the truck and drive another quarter mile, half a mile, and try it again.
Yep.
Do you prefer doing it that way, or do you prefer? I mean, what's the best way to do it? Because
So it
do
all-
you just sit somewhere and call? Because
If that's your only option.
I talked about this when I got my first turkey. I just went out. Nobody else went out. I went out by myself. I just sat out in the field, set up, and I was calling. I think I had some gobbles early morning. But then there was nothing. I heard nothing for like an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, but it was beautiful. Beautiful day. There was some deer running through, and I was in the woods again, right? Like we just talked about. And I'm just kind of clucking and messing around, making some noises. And this Tom came out of nowhere and just came right up to the decoys, blasted it. My first turkey, loved it.
All right, up on
But it's like, it was like I was deer hunting though. I didn't hear any gobbles, nothing, and I just sat. So what do you prefer? What do you recommend?
So let me ask you, why did you sit there? Because you saw them in the past, right?
Yeah, true. I always know turkey are around that area.
That's one of the
during deer season. I always see them come in and out of there. Sure,
that's a really good question because what we were doing is we were trying to find a hot bird. Trying to get on a bird.
Yeah.
Now, remember when we did find those hot birds down on Joe Road? The next day we went in, we set up. You try to call them. So that's what I'd like to do. More than anything, though, is just trying to find that hot bird, that one hot bird. And then if you get a bird and he's working, he's in the area, he's not going to leave, then you go back and now you're in a different tactic. Now you're setting up maybe with a decoy or whatnot. You're trying to call to that bird, trying to bring that bird in. And of course, you probably come in silent or he'll gobble once 200 yards away, and then all of a sudden it's there standing here looking at you right in the face. Yeah. So there's different tactics, and it all depends, I guess, on the situation too.
So you mentioned, we talked about cheese. Eric.
Yep.
I don't know who those are the guys that I remember used to hardcore turkey hunt with.
Howie introduced me and Dad to turkey hunting down at his camp.
Camp.
We'd go down there and.
So, talk about those days because you used to hunt a lot, right? Turkey hunt a lot.
Yep.
We had turkey heaven down there.
Yeah, we
down where?
Ravines down south that where we mentioned we deer hunted.
Is that where you were hunting with those guys?
So
that was my first turkey hunt.
So I hunted
down there.
I hunted just right across the ridge from South Seal a lot.
Okay.
I remember I made a couple videos down there. I got that one video. It was me, Cheese, and Bob Clark and Eric during that one spring. Eric, he limited it out. I limited it out. Cheese limited it out. Bob limited it out. I think and these are all long beards. They're not. And then when Pat Strauser, he came up, he hunted with us too. He was shooting birds. He would get them in and he would just look at the spur. He was shooting them, how big the spurs were. I mean, but these boys, they knew what they were doing. They're good callers, great hunters. And
so how many years was that though? How many years span were you guys hunting that hard?
Oh gosh, it was probably about 15 years. That was
15 years you guys would go out.
Yep.
Just depreciating.
Well, now we know that there's no turkey in New York.
Yeah.
No, there's still turkey.
But it has changed so much. And I think that what has changed so much is that the hunters have adapted, whereas many seasons is calling them, everybody has finally caught up to where, now you have really good hunters around here.
Okay, but there's this whole conversation about there's not as many hunters. Young people aren't getting into hunting. It's not as popular, whether it's, politically incorrect or people don't like you killing animals or whatever it is, or, kids are preoccupied. They're not getting into hunting. But you're saying from that time when you were hunting with those guys, there wasn't a lot of people turkey hunting, and now there is?
Yep. You had a lot of your people that were turkey hunting. I'm not saying that they didn't know how to turkey hunt, but they were just beginning.
Okay, so you're saying the people that were turkey hunting just got better at it.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So there's not more people hunting turkey.
No.
Okay. So you had hunters that hunt deer, and there was a lot of them. You might have a farm down the road where the whole family of 15s doing drives and stuff like that.
Well, you remember how it was back in the 80s?
Yeah, they hunt deer, but not all of those guys hunt turkey.
Right.
Okay. So if you took a group of 10 guys that hunt deer, we go deer hunting. how many? 2, 5, like half of them, 2 of them would turkey hunt as well.
Yeah.
And now more of those people are turkey hunting, right?
I think
because
so.
I feel like
I feel that
almost
way.
everybody I know that deer hunts also turkey hunts now.
They want to get there. They love the woods.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
well, me and Dad always used to just deer hunt. Mm-hmm. It was a 12 gauge and go out and shoot a deer and down the state land and down south that Sea Lick with Howie and we always did.
Yep.
And then Howie said, "Oh, you got to try turkey hunting." We're like, "What the hell is this? Is like chicken or something? You just go out and shoot one." And he like introduced us to like, "Oh, you need this, you need that." And he put that mouth call in his mouth, and I'm like, "How the hell did you make that sound?" I just started laughing.
Yeah.
I'm like, how does a
But like you said, Louie, for most hunters, I mean, we've talked about this before. It's not just about killing animals.
Yep.
We love to be not only in the woods, but we love to be back at camp doing this stuff
Absolutely.
and
And if
shooting
there's
the
a
shit and telling
season.
stories. And so I can do it during deer season. I can do it during this. I can, and that's why I started archery hunting.
Absolutely.
Because
Summer
I
hunting
took up
season.
archery hunting late. I didn't get into archery hunting earlier, and that was just because of work, and so I just didn't have the time. But
and it's just
now
like,
every chance I get. What season is it?
and it's just like your archery hunting. Oh man, I'm starting to see a lot more deer. The animals don't run for cover when I come through the woods.
And it's warmer, and it's
warmer,
quiet.
and
There's
it's
not
colder.
guns going
Yeah,
off. Yeah.
yeah. So and then you get to hunt the actual rut itself. So
Yeah.
but it's all good.
So what are some like for a new turkey hunter? What would you say is the most important thing, or what is some bullshit out there, or some myths or things that people think about turkey hunting that just aren't true, or, or things not to fall into,
that's
or
a
not
really
to do? Or,
that's a really good question. So you even hit the nail on the head when you said, well, I
here they go.
I had the bird come in quiet. If I was to start off again, get yourself a good box call, good slate call, try a mouth call, try all the calls what you feel comfortable with. But more importantly is you got to be persistent, right? And you got to have fun, and don't make it a job going out there. And that's
Just wing it, man.
That's the biggest thing. But
I love winging it.
I gotta tell you though, the way that the problem that I see now is like our state land has just been decimated, for crying out loud, of a lot of our deer, a lot of our turkey, and it's getting tougher, and you wonder why the youth isn't coming on.
Not everybody has is as fortunate as us to
Absolutely.
have
Absolutely.
acreage and some land, private land.
Absolutely.
Everything's expensive.
You hear it all the time in the deer shop. You're just like, I don't have
And state
land to
land
hunt.
is
Oh, yeah.
tough. I mean,
I
state land
saw
is
a
tough.
guy in orange over here 50 yards from me, and the sun came up.
And now you take it. I mean, we're not getting any younger by any means. And the thing of it is on state land, there's no 4-wheelers, there's no nothing. How are the older people?
Good point.
I mean, look at when I hunted down in when we hunted down in Lakeland. I mean, we go back in for a mile and a half, 2 miles to shoot a damn frickin' deer, and then it's.
Well, we talked about that story about that one opening day where me and Cole went up to that spot where we used to always go, and the flashlight came on. And then you went up to your spot.
Yep.
And there was somebody up there, and like it was like immediately there was just 100. And where were those guys from? Like Massachusetts, right?
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden 100 guys were in the woods in the state land.
Yeah.
I remember I'd missed that one deer that came by. I was up my climber, got down, I missed a deer, right? So I go back, and there's like a guy like 75 yards from me. He goes, "Did you get it?" I'm like,
Where the hell?
"Oh, shit,
That's
I didn't
not
even
what
see
you
that."
want.
I go, "No, I shot a
What you
squirrel."
want. Well, that one time we were in the woods, and you were putting on a Joe Road drive.
On another drive.
It was like a drive we did a million times.
Yeah.
And I'm standing behind a tree, next to a tree, waiting for him to get hooting and hollering, coming through. And all of a sudden, like, a guy runs behind me, runs up into the woods. Now
With no
50
orange
yards,
or anything.
No orange,
50
no
yards
nothing.
above me.
Carhartts on, right?
And he's looking at me, and he's like, "Hey, we're doing a drive."
Yeah,
I'm like, "Yeah,
this
so
is
are
going to
we."
be great.
And then, I see
broke
this
loose.
this tiny little deer creeping down through those pines.
It's like, man, you don't know what
Right
you're
where
gonna
the
get yourself
guys used to have the
into.
bonfires right
yeah,
there, right?
like Bambi's coming down through the woods. So I'm not shooting this thing.
Right.
I'm like, oh, that poor little thing. This guy above me
Let's loose.
unloads.
An extended mag on that one.
I
Unloads.
remember that day.
On this little
I
deer.
took cover, I think, about halfway into
I
the
think
drive.
your dad said somebody was like shooting right at him.
No, my father, he started hollering and then he's shooting in the air, and I'm like, what in the hell is going
Yeah,
on?
we weren't training for that.
What the hell is this shit?
So this guy, I just turned to him and I go, "You need some ammo?" He's like, "No, I'm good." And then they're down on the road. They couldn't find a blood trail. I'm going, "There's blood right here." It went that way, and like 5 of them go up into the woods. I'm like,
It's
It's not going to take 5 of you to drag that thing out. Yeah, the state land's tough. State land's tough.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm grateful we have it.
yeah.
And we have quite a bit in New York. A lot of people don't know. You know, you tell people from you're from New York, and they just think of the city, right?
Yep.
They don't realize how awesome it is in what they call upstate.
It's
but we're in central.
funny
and
you say
western
that
New York, and northern New York, Adirondacks, and it's just
Good weather.
great.
All of the
Shitty weather at the same time.
all the
terrible
people,
weather.
like when you
Yeah.
say you're from New York down south in like a hunting camp, they just just same thing. They look at you and I'm like, I'm more redneck than you, mister. Don't worry about that.
We have
we
cows.
got it. Yeah,
I
we
would
got
say
it. We're
have
okay.
cows.
Yeah.
And we say we got snow.
Yeah.
And then the guys in the Tug Hill and Redfield and up there.
They
and
got
that way,
snow.
They're laughing
Right.
at us going,
Right.
oh my
You-
God,
you-
we got an emergency. And
Yeah, you ain't
That's
got
like when
snow.
schools are closed.
I'm
Like for what? For wind?
I'm on a
they're
call
up there
with
with
somebody from like South Carolina or somewhere, and they're like, "We're shut down." I'm
Yeah.
like, "You got an
It
inch?"
trickles down to
Shit.
Like, we got 3 feet, and I got
Yeah.
to work on time.
yeah.
Guy out there sprinkling salt.
Yeah.
So, Louie,
With a garbage truck plowing or something.
you don't turkey hunt as much anymore.
Oh,
You're not down here now.
No.
What were you doing today?
today I was
You love to fish.
yeah, love the walleye fish. That's in my favorite all time now. I changed a little bit. Got into more of a, looking at the tournaments and whatnot.
Nice boat you got.
Yeah. I bought little Junior's boat over
Did you
here.
really?
so, yeah.
Nice.
But also, I did purchase a dog back during COVID. The kids wanted the dog. I used to have labs, used to train with labs, used to raise labs, litter them out and everything, and got away from that one night. Terrible story. One night, my female was in heat, and I took the male and I separated the male from the female, put the male back in a kennel out back, and the son of a bitch, he dug underneath the kennel and he got hit in front of the house.
He was trying to get back to
And
me.
he was trying to get back into her, because what ended up happening is that she got let out by my mom, and the male was chasing her. And what happened is they went around the road. They ran across the road together, and I got both of them, separated the two of them, put the male down back, put the female in there, and I heard a thump. And I'm like, no freaking way. And this is a true story. So when I was where the barn is currently now at my house, behind that I buried Bubba. And when I buried him, the female, Tyson, she got out, and she got hit when I was burying
Jeez.
Bubba.
Are you kidding me?
Swear to God, true story.
So since then, you didn't have any dogs.
Yeah, so since then, and
So
then
now you got Buddy.
So my wife during the COVID, it'd be so nice to buy a dog, so nice to buy a dog. The kids
Lots
want a
of time
dog.
to think about
Yeah,
doing
so
new things.
Kate and everybody. Oh, we want this lap dog. I said, if we're gonna get a dog, we're gonna get a hunting dog. That's what we're gonna get. So I ended up calling one of the breeders, and they're Mennonites. They're from past Auburn and whatnot. And so now we got Bubba. So now I got back into waterfowl hunting.
Bubba.
Or,
That's
I'm
Buddy.
sorry, Buddy. I'm sorry.
Buddy.
So he is one of the best hunting dogs that I've ever had, but I also train with him every day. Try to.
You've been spending a lot of time.
Spent a lot of time with them. So now I got them on pheasants. But more importantly is I got back into waterfowl hunting, which when I was a kid, it was all about turkey hunting, very little waterfowl. So now I'm all into waterfowl, into coming down here, down to Downwind, definitely for the deer. But yeah, I got away from the turkey.
Yeah.
You know,
We haven't turkey hunted with you in a while.
but I'm telling you, don't think that, you know, after doing this, I might rethink and, you know what I'm saying, and do it. But there's no better feeling, man, than seeing that redhead coming through the woods all puffed out and drumming and gobbling at you and tearing it up. And then after the shot, you know.
That first time we were down at Howie's, he used to make the blinds out of the mesh that you put in the concrete and everything, which was a great idea. You just stick it in the ground, you put the twigs all around it so you can move your feet. If you get uncomfortable, you could strike your collar and all that. And we sat in there. That was the first time we hunted, and that two jakes came in behind us. Gobbles stopped or whatever.
Yeah. I bet your heart's going through your chest.
Oh yeah, they were gobbling off the roost. There's like 5 of them gobbling. They flew down. They shut right up. So me and Dad are sitting there, and I'm like, man, this is getting kind of boring. All of a sudden, I hear my dad just like stretch or whatever, and he goes around to his left, and he goes, Junior, don't move. There's 2 turkeys with heads redder than a dick of a dog. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm 12, you know, he was pumped up, you know. So I'm like, oh shit, all right, don't move, you know, and you get your eyes like, you think they're going to stick in the side of your head because you don't want to move, but you don't want to move your head or whatever. Yeah. So they come around and we can finally see them down. And I had a 20 gauge and them damn things. I shot it. They went down over a hill a little bit and they just poked their heads up. They were probably 45 yards for that. It wasn't going to happen. But I shot like 3 times with that. That was my first experience. And Howie's like, what the hell are you doing down there, you know? I'll tell you what, that was a frickin', and then you went from 100 to 0 because you knew they just ran off. You know,
when they're flying, and it's like shit.
Oh man, that was something.
I can attest to that. Is ice?
He knows what to do with it.
My job.
He knows.
My first experience with that was, same scenario. I called in 3 jakes by myself, and I think I emptied the gun at the one.
Me too.
I think I
don't think I've used that one yet. Oh, that makes you have to. Don't use that one again.
And I mean, that's the whole thrill of it. So you know, a first time hunter, you were saying it's just like Junior's story. You know, is like his heart's going through. 12 years old. You know, that's what does it. Yeah. You know, that's awesome. You know,
and some of
today's bourbon, Blade and Bow. Blade and Bow.
Blade and Bow.
Oh, nice.
It's
from where?
Good question. Well, Kentucky, but I can't see the distiller.
We don't care. We don't care about it.
I don't know. Yeah. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Have a different bourbon on each.
Maybe I'll drink some of that tonight.
Got
what
a
the
little
hell?
tea on it. Makes a lot of noise.
So I had the pleasure of the Blade and the Bow.
Blade and Bow. Yeah,
awesome.
That's our bourbon for today's podcast.
Nice.
Nobody gives me money to say that, but I do anyway.
Any sponsors out there? Feel more than welcome.
Yeah, sure. We'll take them all.
Pitch in.
Bill Jordan.
We gotta.
Yeah.
Bill Jordan.
I actually have a gadget too.
You do.
You got another gadget?
I always have a gadget.
Come on.
I have another gadget. That's what we do. I gotta have a gadget. And what better than Louie here to look at my gadget?
All right, let's see it.
This is hang on, I want to get this right because I wrote this down. David Halloran. No, you know every name in the world.
I don't know that one.
Halloran. They're out of Great Valley, New York, just south of Buffalo, down by Cuba and stuff.
Okay.
PA border.
Cuba.
Oh, glass.
Calls.
Yeah.
I looked them up.
Oh, nice.
I had never used glass before.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing about these are if it's wet or hear that echo, it goes right through you.
Where are these calls from?
I think you lost your touch, Louie.
Oh, lost his touch. Is that a challenge?
That's a dig, bud.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Great
call.
Valley, New York.
How much are these
South
calls?
of Buffalo.
Very nice call.
It wasn't cheap. There they are. Pull them up.
Well, you gave me that nice call. I think it's still in my bunk room somewhere. Buried under some
90.
This is the, hold on, it's got a name.
90
It's
bucks.
the Crystal Mistress. $90. That's
Yeah.
expensive, right?
Those are nice. Those are nice.
That's nice. Like, like
Come
if
in,
it's,
Brad. What do you need?
Look up Pat Strausser.
Just watching them.
STAUSER. Yeah, Pat's calls. There you go. Yeah, Pat's is so that. Yeah, so on
Like I
Pat's-
said, camp is full of turkey hunters. Well,
yeah, go back.
hunters.
Go back to what he won.
And Dad, Brad.
So
Nicholas Nemeti, you're out there peeking in.
I'll tell you what, you ever
You
want a special guest
I didn't bring my gun.
to pop in here? Pat and I are still friends to this day. He's excellent call man.
Now, where are these guys out of?
So he is out of Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
At least that's where.
They make some nice ones
That's
too.
Pat on the right. Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
So I don't know. I wanted something out of New York, so I did
That's
some
beautiful.
research and
So just remember, so back in the 80s, like D.D. Adams, Quaker Boys,
I
and
thought we were
whatnot,
in 92. No. Go back to the 80s.
those calls used to be like
going-
10, 15 bucks.
yeah.
Now you're getting,
now
you
you're
know what I'm
boxed.
saying?
Yeah, you're right.
And, what was the old box
Crystal
call?
Mistress.
Everybody had one. Oh, son of a gun. What the heck was his name? Oh, not Loman, but
Just call it a box call.
yeah, box call.
Box call.
I could never get them things right. They would sound like a screeching
So wait, you
violin.
didn't tell me where you were today. You were doing something fun today.
Oh, yeah, I was at Oneida Lake.
What were you doing at Oneida Lake?
I was fishing. I did the walleye derby out there.
Yeah. And how do we do?
Well, I ended up. I'm not into the money, but
You got
Two-
some 20 inches, though.
yeah, I'm 2 inches short for the 3-day total, though. I'm on the board.
How'd you do?
Not bad. I got my limit yesterday, got my limit today. Still looking for that 23, 24-inch fish. Right now, the leaderboard is 24 3/4, I think, which is achievable, but it's just tough.
You
So
need
you're
a
back up.
24 or 5 incher.
Yeah.
I don't know, Oneida.
That's I mean, it's a fishery for the numbers. It's not a fishery like Erie
Like weight?
where
Okay.
yeah, it's a
So
fishery.
you're out tomorrow again.
I am until
Okay.
till 2 o'clock is the final, and then all weigh in and everything starts at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Well, good luck.
Yeah, thank you. I did sponsor. I did do one of the sponsors for the kids, and just like what we were talking about, like trying to get kids into this. I gave them $100 for the first kid that enters a fish in
Nice.
the tournament. Here's $100, and then from there it carried on to where massive amount of companies. I think the pot was almost at $8,000 that they had Lakeside Outfitters distribute to the kids.
Nice.
That's awesome, and I think
yeah.
there was like, oh gosh, I don't know how many entries, but like every kid got like a rod that's like $125 to $200 rod, and I mean,
Just getting kids into fishing.
yeah, getting kids
That's
into
awesome.
fishing. So it goes for a good cause.
Cool.
I hope
Cool.
to.
And who's that's doing that?
Lakeside Outfitters is
Okay.
the one that I'm involved with, and then there's what is it?
They
the
got a
Walleye
website
Fest?
or
They do.
Facebook or something?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
go
on
there,
Lewis
go
Point
there.
Road,
Yep.
Give money.
Uh,
Kids
Bridgeport, or
That's awesome.
Bridgeport, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
that way. But Lakeside, they're great. Who we got? We got Josh, Scott, and I forgot the other
Scott
guys.
Masucci.
Yeah,
Yeah, Josh. And
and Bradley has been there many times.
yeah, we used to do Walleye Wednesday out
Walleye
there.
Wednesday.
We didn't miss a day
Did-
last,
yeah, you-
2 years ago.
You did it hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
You were
before
hardcore.
Maddie came out. And
Yep.
then
Before Maddie came out.
my
But
daughter. Oh, you
But the
Things change.
nice thing about Lakeside is they're local guys, and also everything that they sell, you're going to catch fish on Oneida Lake. Whereas
Oh,
if-
absolutely.
you know what I'm saying?
Worm harnesses, the blade baits,
Anything.
the jerk baits.
Anything that you want, they will help you. They're a good bunch.
But they
of
make
guys.
their own. They paint
Yep.
their own.
Yep, they're good.
And they
good
are,
bunch of
that
guys.
shit doesn't come off.
No.
When you put that paint, when they put that paint on there,
Yep.
And you would know.
oh, jigging wraps, they got the rot jaws.
You throw those lures out like
That's what
jelly beans.
I try to go there for everything.
And then they snap off.
I mean, hey,
that's my fault. I don't tie the knot right.
you always do.
You know,
Jesus.
that's why I buy 3 extra.
3, you might as well buy 5. But anyhow, but back in the day, how many? We used to have. There used to be 20 bait shops around that lake. Now, what do you got?
Yeah, you got maybe 3.
You got maybe
3 or 4.
3, if that. You know, and who knows how? Oh yeah.
But
The
they got a
industry
hell of
has
a
changed.
selection, and they go by
They're
seasons.
beautiful.
Like
What's the name of their shop?
Lakeside Outfitters.
Oh, so that's okay.
That's
Same
where I got
people
my
who are
ice
doing the money
shanty.
and
Yep.
they got displays out. They got
got
a very
everything.
nice selection.
Very nice. Yep.
Not
Good
take
bunch of
away
guys.
from
so you're not hunting turkey tomorrow.
No, I'm going to be fishing in the Derby.
Yeah.
And,
You're gonna hunt turkey at all this year?
I think so.
When?
I don't know,
Will you
maybe-
invite me?
October.
Absolutely.
Are you coming?
I was hoping that the following week on the
Well, next
was that?
weekend.
next weekend.
I don't know. Let me know. All right. Dude, we could sit here for hours.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Tell stories.
You guys
and
brought
talk.
out. You guys brought out
Tonight.
a lot of names. Even the names that I was.
We
thinking
did.
Of.
You did.
Yeah, I couldn't even make some
but
of
you
them.
guys-
You went back to Robert E. Lee for
Yeah.
Christ's sake.
Yeah, and Jefferson Davis. Don't forget him. Stonewall
All
Jackson.
right. Wish us luck. I'm hoping to get Bryce his first turkey tomorrow.
Awesome.
I've been
Hell yeah.
calling for him. Maybe that's his problem. It's just been too cold. Nothing's been lighting up.
So
but we're
just-
gonna go back out.
But just think about that. You're hunting with your son.
that's all I care about.
You know what I'm saying? And you're out there. You're killing it.
Dude, that's
cares?
the thing, Boozer.
Who cares?
Boozer.
Me and
Who's Boozer?
that's Louie.
That would be me.
That's his name.
Boozer.
Boozer.
How'd you get that name?
How'd I
Good
get
question.
that name? I had a toothache and I was sucking on whiskey because
Yeah, that's right.
back in the day
remember
they didn't
that
give you
story,
Excedrin.
yeah.
We were taking, and then I started hitting a bottle.
Yeah.
That's
and
funny.
like you said,
that's not the story I heard. But
you hunt with your dad, right? So me and Dad on Hates Golf Road, Truxton,
Yeah.
New York. That's like some of the best memories because
Absolutely.
we just started getting in right into this turkey, and I bring a freaking turkey vest and have to fill every pocket for some reason. And that thing weighed like 65 pounds.
calls. And
Oh,
Pop-Tarts
calls and batteries for some reason, like
Pop-Tarts and
flashlights
water.
and all that shit you don't need. Like, oh, let's go. Pockets, decoys. I
Extra
look like
face
a fat
mask,
bastard out there.
extra
If it's
face
got a
mask,
pocket,
2
you
pairs
gotta
of
fill it.
glove, compass.
Oh yeah, compass.
Shit, you
For
ain't got
what?
no need no
You know,
compass.
you
You
go
can see
downhill,
the
you
truck.
get the road. Right, you can see the truck.
Right.
So we go up there and we find the tree and whatever, and freaking we'd start calling, and then the gobbles would stop, and we're calling. We had slate calls back then because I couldn't use a mouth call,
Yeah.
and he couldn't, you know.
Yeah.
So we get calling on them things, and he would mess up. And I would start laughing, and he would start freaking laughing, and it would make me laugh, and we'd just be laughing our balls off in the woods, sitting next to each
Over
other.
the
in a tree.
stupidest stuff.
Oh
you know?
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like 9 o'clock. I'm like,
yeah.
there ain't nothing coming in. The black flies are terrible, and yeah, we just start freaking feeding off each other's laughs, and then we just. On purpose, we didn't even have to say anything to each other. We just, you know, and it would get worse and worse. All right, you want to get up? Let's go.
Annihilate that call.
Oh yeah, there'd be like gouges in that slate call. We didn't know what we were doing. Sometimes they'd get close, and usually
Well,
we
it's
didn't get
probably,
anything,
you'd
but-
be calling really good, and it's like, hey, you want to go back to camp, Junior?
No.
All right, here we go.
It's always 5 more minutes.
Hey, we got to go. We blew this
Yeah, we
one.
blew it.
Yeah. Wow. And then you finally see one or whatever. Oh, damn hen. You know? They'd be like 15 yards from them.
But you know what? Yeah, it's the memories and getting out
that's-
with people
God,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. Yeah, like we've been saying almost on every podcast.
Yep.
That's the important stuff.
Yeah, you don't forget that.
Hey, you're having fun. Friends, family, who could
yeah.
forget?
And you're just like, 400 yards from the camper up on the hill, and you're making these memories. It's like embeds in your brain. It's
But
in
it
your
feels
grave.
like you're a million miles away.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Just coming down here, we're what, 35, 40 minutes from Syracuse or whatever. where I work and live, out, suburbs of Syracuse or whatever.
It's perfect.
And it feels like I'm 100 miles away and off the grid and
But you got to admit,
with family, friends.
when you walk through that door, it's just a totally different atmosphere where say what you want, do what you want, you know, and it's
Off the
just
record. Usually.
You know.
Now not.
off the record.
Thanks to Snapchat and these guys, nothing's off the record.
Right.
Louie, thank you so much for doing
thank
this,
you.
man.
Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
I didn't invite you. You're a member here, so you're here anytime.
Absolutely.
Every
Thank
time,
you.
all the time.
Thank you.
But thanks for
much-
doing the podcast. Thanks for sharing some turkey stories with us. Because
Much
here we
appreciated.
are in Turkey City. Do you have any advice for Bryce tomorrow? Besides, don't go out with me and let me call.
Have
Bryce,
fun.
let's go to the tap tomorrow.
Have fun and
Call him off
behave.
the neighbor's land.
I like the top.
Dude, that would suck if you took him out tomorrow and got him a bird. And I just spent 2 days trying to get him a bird and couldn't get him one. I'd be such a loser.
A lot of them up there. When I was up there,
You're encouraging this, huh?
there's a lot of them up there.
You know what? I just want you to get a bird, so go
Yeah.
wherever you can.
Yeah.
Bring
I'll
the
go up
camera.
top.
Sit by myself.
Bring the
But
camera.
then,
Oh,
you'll,
we're bringing
but then
the camera.
he'll be mad if I go sit where we've been sitting for 2 days.
Yeah, I'll be so pissed.
Well, when Boozer brought me out there to the field, remember?
Yeah.
You were like, yep, yep. Like maybe 3 sessions of yelping.
Yep.
Less is more. And I'm like, why isn't he calling? Well,
Yeah.
that thing came right storming through that thicket right by the tripod stand.
Yeah. Weld it. I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
But
Oh, hell yeah, Junior.
Be
He
patient.
just freaking got up and ran. You were more excited.
That's the
than that.
best, right? Running over to it.
Yep.
All right, boys. Thank
Stomp
you
on his
again.
head.
yes, thank you very much, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Salute.
Cheers. Where'd you go? You don't. How does
Junior.
he not have a beer?
Just put it away.
That's why you call him Junior.
That's all right. You're out of here. There it is.
Salute.
Cheers. Cheers. Back at camp. Later, dudes.
Nice. That was fun. Oh my gosh.
There you go.
I like that.